about to start my workout for today. There are timestamps in the description box down below the video, so if you would like to skip straight ahead to the workout, go ahead and use the chapter markers to do that. I'm not going to provide a full tutorial today because again today I just don't have time, but I will do my best to walk you through the exercises as we are going. If you follow my workouts regularly, then you are going to recognize this circuit because we just did it last week. I wrote this circuit last week and I loved the way the exercises fit together so much that I thought it would lend itself really well to another format. So that's what I've done today. I kept the exact same exercises, but I just plugged them into a different format. So today's workout is going to take exactly 30 minutes. There are 10 different exercises. We are on 15-second rest intervals, 45-second work intervals times 30 rounds. So we will go through the entire circuit a total of 3 times, and that's our 30 minutes. So the way the circuit is divided up, the first 3 exercises are going to be body weight exercises. You will not need any exercise equipment, but you will want something soft beneath you. So if you have an exercise mat or a yoga mat, definitely go ahead and get that ready. When I'm outside, I just use my jump rope mat because I have it here for my jump rope anyway. It's nice and thick. So any kind of exercise mat will work. If you don't have a mat, a towel should suffice. And if you're working out on a carpeted floor or on grass, you may not need anything at all. But the first 3 exercises we will be down on the mat. So you will be more comfortable with something soft beneath you. Then for the next 3 exercises, I'm going to be using a light set of dumbbells. For reference, and for reference only, my light set of dumbbells are 5 pounds a piece. My heavier set of dumbbells are 10 pounds a piece. So these weights work well for me. You may need to use something lighter or heavier. That's going to depend on your strength and on your level of fitness, what you have available to you, and how hard you're looking to push yourself today. So please consider all of those factors when you are choosing your weights and make the decision that is best for you. But for exercises 4, 5, and 6, I am going to be holding on to my 5-pound dumbbells. So whatever you're using for weight for those 3 exercises, please make sure that your weight feels light to you. So 5 pounds may not be challenging enough for you. Maybe you need to use 8s or 10s, but only if 8s or 10s feel especially light to you when you pick them up. So you can also go lighter. You can use 1-pound weights or 3-pound weights. That's totally fine. And if you don't have dumbbells, household items will work. It's so easy to just grab a couple of cans of soup out of the pantry and that's your weight. That will be sufficient for those 3 exercises where I'm using my 5-pound dumbbells. So even if you can lift something heavier than that, it's really important that for those 3 exercises where you see me using my lighter set of weights, and those are going to be exercises 4, 5, and 6, that your weights feel light to you. So you could grab a couple of shampoo bottles or water bottles and fill them with water, or you could fill them with like uncooked rice or dried beans or kitty litter or powdered laundry detergent. Anything like that will work. So look for household items that will work for those 3 exercises. And then for exercises 7, 8, and 9, I am going to be switching to a heavier set of dumbbells. So if you have a heavier set of dumbbells, great, go ahead and get those ready. You can absolutely use those for exercises 7, 8, and 9, just to make sure they're not too heavy for you. All right, only you know what weight is going to be appropriate for you. You want to push yourself. You want the weights to feel heavy on the heavier side, but you don't want them to be like the heaviest thing you can lift. Otherwise, it's going to be too much weight and you will strain something. Okay, so they should feel on the heavier side, but you should definitely feel like you could lift more weight than that, okay? So if you only have a light set of dumbbells, that's fine. You can use your light set of dumbbells for all 6 of our weighted exercises. That will work just fine. And again, if you don't have a set of dumbbells that feels on the heavier side to you, that's fine. You can just use light weights for the whole thing, or you can use water bottles or shampoo bottles or cans of soup for those exercises where I'm using my heavier set of weights. That's fine. It's not going to be as challenging, but it's better than nothing. So light weights will work for all 6 of our weighted exercises. Household items will work for all 6 of our weighted exercises, but heavy dumbbells will only work for exercises 7, 8, and 9. I do not want you using a set of heavy dumbbells for exercises 4, 5, and 6. Whatever you're using for weight, for those 3 exercises at least, should feel light to you. I know I'm repeating myself, I just don't want anyone getting hurt. So please listen to your body, make the decision that is best for you, use your common sense, and please be safe. So that's exercises 1 through 9. The first 3 exercises are body weight exercises. For the next 3 exercises, I'm using my light set of dumbbells. The next 3 exercises, I'm using my heavier set of dumbbells. And then for the final exercise, I'm jumping rope. So if you have a jump rope, go ahead and grab that. We are using it yet again today. If you follow my workouts regularly, you know that for the last year or 2 at least, I have been including jump rope in almost every single workout. So if you don't have a jump rope, first of all, I highly recommend investing in a jump rope, especially if you plan on following my workouts regularly, because I use my jump rope a lot. You will get a ton of use out of it. And also, I would argue that a jump rope might be the absolute #1 piece of exercise equipment that you should invest in. I believe that it is arguably the most efficient, the most convenient, and the most cost-effective when you consider how much it costs versus how valuable of a tool it is. I think it's probably the best investment you can make towards your fitness. Now, if you can't jump rope, maybe you have low ceilings, or maybe you just lack coordination, they actually sell ropeless jump ropes. That's a thing that exists. It's 2 handles that you can hold on to while you pretend to jump over an imaginary rope. So if it helps you to hold on to handles while you jump over an imaginary rope, again, I think that would be a great investment. If you plan on following my workouts regularly, you will absolutely get a ton of use out of it. However, if you don't feel like you need to hold on to the handles, I really don't think it's necessary. I really think that you can just hold on to imaginary handles. You're already jumping over an imaginary rope, so hold on to a pair of imaginary handles and you can just pantomime jumping rope. That is an absolutely legitimate option. So if you don't have a jump rope, I do recommend investing in one. If you're interested in the exact jump ropes I use, I always have a link and a coupon code in the description box down below the video. So if you click on my link, it is an affiliate link. There's a coupon code. Use coupon code Rebecca. You'll save an additional 10% on your jump rope. But I will say that those jump ropes, although they are very good quality, I love them, that's why I use them every day, but they are a little bit on the pricey side. You can find a decent jump rope for much cheaper. So I found a decent jump rope one time at like Burlington Coat Factory for like $10. I don't know if I could go there today and find one, I have no idea, but you don't necessarily have to spend like $50, $60 on a jump rope. You really can get a quality jump rope for $10 or $15, honestly. So just, make the decision that's best for you. Like I said, it's an investment. So if you did want to spend a little bit more on a really good jump rope, you can save 10% by using my link. So just putting that out there, but you can spend a lot less money on a decent jump rope. And I do think it's better to have something than nothing. So I highly recommend investing in a jump rope. But if you don't have a jump rope, you can just pantomime jumping rope, or really you can substitute with any other type of cardio exercise while I'm jumping rope. There's just going to be 3 jump rope intervals. So while I'm jumping rope, you can be doing high knees or jumping jacks. You can just jog in place, that's fine. You can do mountain climbers. You can do side jump lunges, pendulum, toe taps. There's endless cardio exercises that you can do. So if you don't have a jump rope and you don't want to just pantomime jumping rope, that's fine. Any kind of cardio exercise will work for those 3 intervals where you see me jumping rope. If you do have a jump rope, any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. I always just kind of jog in place like this while I jump rope. But if you're more comfortable jumping with your feet together, jump with your feet together, that's great. If you're really good at jump rope, you can always challenge yourself and do something a little more difficult. like high knees or jump rope jacks. It doesn't matter. Any variation of jump rope you want to do is fine. And if you don't have a jump rope, you can pantomime jumping rope, or you can substitute with any other cardio exercise you want. So that's it. That's the format. 10 exercises, 15-second rest intervals, 45-second work intervals. We're going through the circuit a total of 3 times. Remember that I always take the time to type out the instructions in the description box down below the video, and you're going to watch me do it right now. So watch me do it, read the instructions, but then of course, as always, if anything is unclear with the format, if you have questions about the exercises that we are doing today, if you have any doubt about how to do these exercises with the correct form, please just ask. It's really important, even though I'm not going through a whole tutorial, it's very important that you understand the movement, that you understand how to do these exercises with the correct form before you begin the workout, so that you reduce your risk of injury, and just so that you make sure you're getting the maximum benefit out of each exercise. If you're going to go through the trouble of summoning the motivation, getting dressed and coming out here, you don't want to just be going through the motions. Workout is a little bit on the shorter side. It's only 30 minutes, so it's going to be over pretty quickly. So I want it to be really efficient, and I want you to get everything out of it that you can. I want you to be able to see the results of all your hard work, because it's not easy to find the motivation to get out here and get this done every day. So I really want to make sure that you're getting the most out of each and every rep that you can. And the way you do that is by performing each rep with the correct form. So please ask questions if you have them. Additionally, if you need help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, I am right here, so please just ask. It is incredibly important to me that all of my workouts are always accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. I am always here to help facilitate that. So even though I don't have time to go through a whole long tutorial today and demonstrate and explain each exercise individually before we begin the workout, and go through all of your equipment-free substitutions and show you all of the beginner modifications, I'm always here to help if you need to see that. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. I am going to do my best to walk you through the exercises as we are going. And we did all of these exact same exercises last week. So we have done them before, but again, if anything is unclear or you have questions, I'm right here, so please just ask. I will say that for the very, very first exercise, I'm going to be doing a push-up variation. So I'm going to be doing a push-up plus a pike toe tap. It's a compound movement. So if you do push-ups from your knees, that's fine. Do push-ups from your knees. And if the pike toe tap is too difficult, any push-up variation you want to do will work. So for the first exercise, just choose any push-up variation and do what works for you if the push-up variation that I'm doing doesn't work for you, okay? So I think that's pretty much everything. We're gonna go ahead and get right into the workout. Just please remember to take a good 5 minutes or so before we begin to warm up. It is not a good idea to jump into the workout, this or any workout, without taking a few minutes to warm up. If you start working out with cold muscles, you are liable to strain something or pull a muscle. I don't want anyone getting hurt. So please remember to take a few minutes before we begin to make sure that you are good and warmed up. Also, please remember, if you are working out along with the video especially, to go at your own pace. So make sure that you're minding your form. Do not sacrifice your form for speed, and please be sure that you're working to your own level. So make the decision that's best for you with regard to how much weight you're lifting. The goal is to work through the entire work interval, but if it's too much, these are long work intervals. If you need to pause and rest during a work interval, you should do that. Rest for as long as you need. Just challenge yourself to keep the rest break as short as you can. But you should only come back when you feel that you are capable of continuing with good form. All right, so please be mindful, be aware of your body, listen to your body, work to your own level, use your common sense, be safe, and make the decision that is best for you. So if you are ready to go ahead and start this workout, Grab an exercise mat or a yoga mat if you have one. If not, maybe a towel. Grab a light set of dumbbells if you have them. If you don't have a light set of dumbbells, household items will work. So grab a couple of cans of soup from the pantry, or grab a couple of water bottles or shampoo bottles. Also grab a heavier set of dumbbells if you have them, but if you don't have heavy dumbbells, that's fine. You can hold on to your lighter weights or your water bottles or shampoo bottles for all of the weighted exercises. That's totally fine. Grab your jump rope if you have a jump rope, and if you're jumping rope with me today, take a minute to make sure you are good and warmed up. And when you're ready, let's get started. All right, so when you're ready, here we go. I'm starting my watch, and now I am starting my timer in 3, 2, 1. This is our 15-second rest interval. So go ahead and get ready. We are starting with a push-up variation. So any push-up variation you want to do is fine. I'm going to be doing a standard push-up plus a pike toe tap. So coming up to your plank position, push up, then lift the hips, and tap the toes on the opposite side. Alternating sides with each pike toe tap. Okay, 15 seconds to rest. Next is one leg glute bridge raises. So come down on your back, lift one leg, and now press your standing heel into the ground. You're lifting your hips as high as you can. It's like you're taking the bottom of your shoe and trying to make an imprint in the ceiling with the bottom of your foot. Squeeze your glutes at the top, and then control the movement as you lower your hips back down to the mat. And then you're just reaching up and tapping that toe with the fingers on the opposite hand, alternating sides with each rep. Next is prisoner get-ups. So stay right down here on the mat. Clasp your hands together behind your head. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the mat. I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna bring one foot forward, stand. Now I'm gonna squat and jump. Reverse the movement. I'm alternating which foot is forward with each rep. So sit up, one foot forward, get up, squat, and jump. Reverse the movement. Now leading with the opposite foot. So that's our 3 bodyweight exercises to begin the circuit. Now pick up your light set of weights, doing a front arm raise, lateral arm raise. So with one arm, I'm lifting the weight straight in front, as with the other arm simultaneously, I'm lifting the weight to the side, and then just alternating sides with each rep. Make sure you're not locking out your elbows. You're not trying to do this with perfectly straight arms. There should be a soft bend to both of your elbows. Make sure the movement is under control. Don't use momentum to swing the weights up, and don't let gravity take over, letting the weights drop. but control every aspect of the movement. Now putting both weights together, if this is too heavy for you, you can just hold on to one weight. So I'm going to do an around the world plus a tricep overhead press. So if you're just holding on to one weight, just hold the weight in front of you while you sink down into your squat. If you have two weights, you can do what I'm doing. So starting with the weights together, I'm bringing them together again at the bottom of my squat. As I stand, I'm returning to my starting position. And then I'm doing a tricep overhead press. So squat, tap the weights together at the bottom, stand, tricep overhead press. Last exercise with the lighter set of weights is punch, punch, crunch. You can do this without any added weight as well, that's fine. So it's gonna be 2 punches across the body. So 1 punch to one side, 1 punch to the other side, and then crunch. Punch, punch, crunch. So we're just alternating sides. Punch, punch, crunch, knee to elbow. Across the body, knee to elbow. Punch, punch, crunch. So now if you have a heavier set of dumbbells, you can pick them up for these next 3 exercises. If not, just hang on to your lighter set. We're starting with bent over rows. And I'm doing a reverse grip bent over row. So that means my palms are facing forward. Hinging at the hips, so make sure that your feet are planted into the ground. Make sure there's a soft bend to your knees. Do not lock out your knees like that. You don't want your legs perfectly straight. Make sure your weight is in your heels. You should be able to pick up your toes. Make sure your back is flat. You don't want to round your back. You want a nice flat back. And make sure the movement's under control. Next is just bicep curls. And we're gonna come down halfway and then take the weights out and back in. So curl the weights, stop here, bring the weights out and back in. So curl the weights, bring them down halfway, out and in. Next is an Arnold press. So it's an overhead press plus a chest press. So you're squeezing the weights together in front of you like this. Bring the weights to the shoulders, press them up overhead. Controlling the movement. So you want to make sure when you bring the weights together in front that you're just lightly tapping them together. You're not banging them together. The movement's under control. So in control, bring the weights together until they barely touch. Weights down. And now as quickly as you can, grab your jump rope. This is our 45-second jump rope interval. That's it. That's our first time through the circuit complete. So now we're going to repeat the circuit twice more. So starting at the top with your push-up variation. Next is our one leg glute bridge raise, plus our little crunch and toe tap. Okay, 15 seconds to rest before we start these tough prisoner get-ups. So it's a prisoner get-up plus a squat jump. First 3 exercises done. So our 3 body weight exercises, so now pick up your light weights. Front arm raise, lateral arm raise. Make sure you're not lifting the weights too high. Just want to lift them to about shoulder height. Make sure you're lifting and lowering the weights with control. rest. Next is our squat variation. So tuck the shoulder blades into the back pockets. Shoulders are back and down, chest is lifted high. Push that booty back like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty as you sink down into that squat. Pressing into the heels to stand, and then keeping your elbows glued to your ears for the tricep overhead press. Just one more exercise to go with the light weights. If you're using heavier weights for the next 3. Punch, punch, crunch. Bend over rows. Shoulders back and down. Push the booty back, you're hinging at the hips. If the reverse grip on these is too difficult, you can do any other grip you want. And remember, you can switch to a lighter set of weights if you need to. Just do your best to keep moving. Next is our bicep curl, out and in. In 5, 2, 1, and go. Okay, I know these last 3 exercises are hard. All we have left is Arnold press. 5 seconds. Weights up to the shoulders. Bring them in front of you. Press them up overhead. Okay, quickly, grab your jump rope. One jump rope interval. And then we're on to our third and final round. Okay, one more round. So starting at the top, one last time with push-ups. Whatever push-up variation you're doing. Glute bridge raises. Prisoner get up. That's a squat chop. next is our squat variation with a tricep overhead press. If you're adding one. Okay. Last 3 exercises with the heavier weights, then upper rows. Out in bicep curls. Okay, we made it. Just 1 exercise left. 5 more seconds. And then we have our final interval of Arnold press. Let's push. One last jump rope interval. Should be going already. My jump rope's all caught up. All right, here we go. What did I do wrong? I skipped something. until I figure out what I missed. Oh, I missed punch, punch, crunch. All right. Bonus jump rope interval, because I messed up. All right, starting my timer again, because I missed our last interval with punch, punch, crunch, so we have to make those up. So pick up your light weights. So that's 3 times through the circuit, plus an extra jump rope interval because I messed up. All right, so I promised you a 30-minute workout today, but that actually ended up being 31 minutes because I missed an exercise, so we had to go back and make it up. I'm so sorry, mistakes happen. What are you gonna do? So that was our 31 minutes, but we are not quite finished yet. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee, so we have just 1 rep left to go. But first, it is time for the McFlurry Minute. I'm going to reset my timer to count down 60 seconds for me. I'm going to jump rope for 60 seconds, and if I can make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over my jump rope, everybody wins a free McFlurry. So give me just a minute to reset my timer. I will be right back. All right, my timer has been reset. Victoria is ready to do this thing. Victoria is my beautiful silver jump rope with the pretty light pink metallic handles. And if you're wondering where I get my jump ropes, remember that there is a link and a coupon code in the description box down below the video. So click on the link and use coupon code RUDEBECCA to save an additional 10% on your jump rope. We currently have a streak going of 7 successful McFlurry Minutes in a row. We are trying to make it 8 in a row today, so wish me luck. We are starting, as always, with a 10-second rest interval. And now hopefully in just about 60 seconds from now, we can all meet at McDonald's and enjoy some free ice cream for lunch. Here we go. You guys, I'm always counting the the reps in my head, and by the time the minute is up, I'm always on or about rep 170 or so, something in that neighborhood. So I was counting the reps, and I started to get really close to 170, and I was so sure I had it, and I was ready to do my little yay and celebrate our free ice cream and our 8th day in a row of successful McFlurry minutes. And then I tripped. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I thought I had it, but I tripped. What are you gonna do? It happens. It's an even bigger bummer that it happened with like 1 second left. So you do not get a free McFlurry today, but here's what I'm going to suggest. I think that if you bring your phone into McDonald's, ask to speak with the manager and show them my story. Show them how close we came to completing our 8th successful McFlurry minute in a row. I doubt that they will give you a free McFlurry, but I think you could probably negotiate for a discounted McFlurry, like maybe half price or even like 20% off. It's worth a shot. All right, so I'm gonna say still just follow me on Instagram. Make sure you're following McDonald's on Instagram, and make sure that your local McDonald's is a participating location, because remember, this is, of course, participating locations only. But go in, ask to speak with the manager right away. I don't think it's fair to put like some entry-level teenage part-time employee in a uncomfortable situation. So ask to speak with the manager right away, but show them my story, show them how close we came to completing our 8th successful McFlurry minute in a row, and just ask. It can never hurt to ask, and maybe they will have it in their heart to give you your free McFlurry, even though we didn't technically make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping. We came so close. So if you are really lucky and your local participating McDonald's has a very magnanimous manager who's in an especially good mood today, maybe you can still get a free McFlurry. Who knows? It's worth a shot. But if not, perhaps you can finagle some sort of discount, maybe 50% off or even 20% off. Give it a shot, see what happens. But regardless, the streak of successful McFlurry minutes has officially been broken. We will come back on Friday and we will try to start a new winning streak. But for today, we were not successful. I did not make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over Victoria. So good luck getting your free McFlurry. But I'm sorry to say there's an excellent chance that you're probably going to have to pay for your own ice cream today. I'm very sorry. It's not Victoria's fault. I want to stress that. Victoria never lets me down. She did an amazing job. I take 100% of the blame. But Friday's another day. We will come back in a couple of days and we will try again to start a new winning streak. I think we can do it. So now we have just 1 rep left to go. Let's go ahead and do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. When you're ready, here we go. Final rep of the day. With that, the workout is now officially complete. I'm so glad I did this workout today. I really love this circuit. I love the way these exercises fit together. I knew when we were doing the workout last week that contained these same exercises that it would lend itself really well to this format. And I'm really glad that I did it, because I think I was right. I really enjoyed this workout. I hope you liked it as well. If you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who has been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts with me, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging comments. It truly does mean the world to me. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. Please know that I appreciate you all so very much. One final reminder that if anything is unclear with the format, especially since I made a mistake during the workout that might have been a little bit confusing. So remember that I'm here to answer your questions. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. So if anything was unclear with the format, If you have any questions about the exercises that we were doing today, if you have any doubt about how to do the exercises with the correct form, or if you need to see equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, please just ask. And that is going to do it for today. But before I say goodbye, I have to say one final thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way until the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I say goodbye, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, I'm a locksmith and I'm a locksmith. So if you are still watching this video, hello, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, I'm a locksmith and I'm a locksmith. That is going to do it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.